Well, hey there. How's everybody doing? Spike the Frugal Fixer here. I'm out in the shop and it's about 2 a.m. And I've been looking at this box sitting over here and I said, I got to open that box. And so I opened it up and got it open and I just had to see what was in it. And Ben sent me a leveling beam, a straight edge for setting the freight boards, a really nice fret rocker, one of these cool triangular files with the rounded off corners, and some fret erasers. And when I sent in a thing to Ben and told him, I said, what do you think about building a CNC and get him some sandpaper, start building the guitar, and then burn his shop down? And he said, oh my God, what a mess. I said, yep. He said, send me an email, tell me about it. So I dropped him an email and told him about it. And well, Ben got me something moving here. And so he sent me a essential fret leveling kit. Now, we had the shipping problems, and it didn't make it here before the contest was over. So I had to go borrow a set from somebody and use theirs to do the guitar, but I got it done. The flash didn't quite make it. Y'all see her going off over there. It was close, but the epoxy job looked so bad, I just didn't want to turn it in, so I didn't do it. But yeah, I sent Ben a note about what had happened, and he told me, he said, let me help you out a little bit. So he sent me this stuff, and like I say, the shipping was lost, and it was lost, and it was lost. And so about 2 weeks ago, James sent me a message, said they're going to send another set, and if the other one ever shows up, let them know, and we can forward it to somebody else in the USA. And I said, sounds good to me, be glad to do it. So this one's here, and I'm going to be working with it and working on the guitars, and I just got to say thank you to Crimson, to Ben, to everybody in the GGBO. I don't know about you guys, but I had so much fun, and I got mental clarity, and I felt good about it, and it was a good experience. So I got done with the guitar, and I took a couple of days and rested because I'd worked my butt to death for 3 weeks after that and went to crap. I spent 3 weeks killing it to get this one done, but I got it. And then when I got done with the guitar, after him taking him a couple of days off, I went into gold prospecting mode and started inventing gold prospecting stuff. That's my main gig, is I make gold prospecting equipment out of ABS plastic and I thermoform it. So this is the one I made this week. And you put this in the creek, and you dump dirt in it, and if it's got gold in it, the gold will stay in here, down in these little cracks and crevices, and the water and the rocks and everything keep going down the creek. So that's what old Spike does. So if you look at the bottom of my YouTube channel down there, it'll say Spike's Prospecting Equipment. Hey, that's where I do the gold prospecting stuff. So y'all go check that out and see what you think about it. I mean, you learn something, I learned a lot. I had to bone and I had to send that old Naja. I had to do that old Google thing, and get all them questions and look up how to do this and how to do that. And, but I got through. And I got it all done. And it plays perfect. The intonation's perfect. And I'm happy. Guys, this is what I got out of GGBO. Ambrosia. My new guitar that I just absolutely love. Beautiful little carb, beautiful guitar, everything's perfect and straight. I spent hours and hours and hours getting this thing just like I wanted, and I did. And I am so happy with it. And these new tools are going to help me make the next one better. Maybe be a little quicker. I'm sure going to be quicker because I took a lot of slow time on this one learning. Okay, guys, I looked at a couple things when I was looking at all the guitars and going through trying to do my voting. And I found one guitar that just blew me away with the beauty of the guitar. I mean, it's beautiful. And as I was looking at it, I said, that's a beautiful guitar, but it won't play. And you say, well, how did you come to that realization just looking at the pictures that guitar wouldn't play? Well, I've never seen a guitar play in tune and in intonation with the bridge saddles all lined up straight in a line, which looks like they were staged for a picture. If I'm going to see the bridge saddles on a guitar, I want to see them intonated. I don't want to see them straight in the line. I mean, it's not an art contest, it's a guitar contest, and that guitar wouldn't play. I think for next year's contest, to make it a little more streamlined and make it easy, why don't we do 5-minute videos? You hear the guitar, you see the guitar, and maybe a little bit of where the guy works and does it, and boom, it's done. 5 minutes. That's all it takes, 5 minutes. I mean, They sell you stuff on TV in 30 seconds all day long. 5 minutes ought to get one video shown to people. Okay? The thing about that is, when you do that, in that 5 minutes, you can see that guitar play. Now, there's a lot of guitars in this contest. I've never heard them. I don't know if they play. But if you put a guitar in a guitar building contest, it should play. And so, if a guitar won't play, it's not finished, shouldn't get a vote. Shouldn't be intertwined. It should be just scratched off the list along with the ones that didn't get done. I mean, I hate it for the ones that didn't get done. I hate it for somebody that built a guitar that won't play. But guess what? The rules are the rules. And in the future, I think the rules ought to be, if the guitar won't play, it's not going to be in the voting, and it's out. It can be in the pictures and afterwards or whatever, but it can't be in the voting if it won't play. It's just not fair. Anybody can make art and hang it on the wall, and if it won't play, well, who cares? Well, then it's an art contest, and we're going to the museum to see it, or an art gallery. And no, we're going to make guitars. So let's make guitars. Let's be passionate about what we're doing. But let's hear them guitars. Let's see them guitars in somebody's hand. Let's watch somebody bend those strings. Because if that guitar won't do any of that, then it ain't getting my vote. So y'all think about that. That's just a thought I had about a way to make GGBO a little smoother for next year. There's other ideas about breaking up things, you know, in different classes and all that, and I'm sure they'll figure that all out. Guys, when I was putting together this video, I had another thought of something else that kind of was a situation we all dealt with, and you know about it, and that was the voting. And I think we ought to have a secure voting system in the future, which means if you enter the contest, you get 5 votes for your top 5 picks in your class of guitar and 5 for your top 5 picks in the second class of guitars. And if everybody in the contest does those 5 votes each, then the builders pick the top 5 and they actually put them in order according to ranked choice voting, as it's called. So you put your top 5, 1 through 5 for each division, and maybe we have 3 or 4 divisions next year because of, you know, changing the, you know, whatever. You know, I don't know how they're going to break that up, but it was another thought that come to me. If you give each competitor 5 votes in each thing and you break it down, then we get a true representation of where we ended up. Now, the other parts of it is, I think we need to find a way to get the public involved in voting, but that vote is the public's vote, and it's not the builder's vote, which is really the one that really matter, I think. So, you know, I'd a whole lot rather the other people in this contest put me in a top 5 if that ever happened than being a YouTube personality got me in the top 5. Some people can't do 15, 20-minute videos over and over and over and put out all that production and get all that stuff done and build a guitar. That's just too much. They're not YouTube personalities. They're guitar people. They're makers. They do stuff. You know, they do things like that. There's different skills. They don't have a production people. They don't have a editor. You're not going to get that quality out of those people. You're going to get the kind of video you get out of me. Me sitting here talking to you, telling you what I think, you know, and you can take that for what you want. I mean, you know, it's my idea and my thoughts, but, you know, you'll hear at the end what I think about that. And if the guitar has a 5-minute video that shows it playing and sounding good and in somebody's hands and doing that, well, there's your proof. Don't need much more proof than that to prove the guitar plays, do we? So we don't have to take anybody's word for it. Don't have to look at a guitar with straight saddles on it and know it won't play. We can know by listening to a guitar if it plays. I know I can. So as long as I was around the band and working with them and listening to guitars from the side of the stage and knew when I went to go save one, I can tell you right now, yeah, I can hear a guitar and know when it ain't going to play. And I can look at one and tell when it ain't going to play. And y'all can too. I had some guitars that I really believe was probably the best in the bunch. It should have made top 10, and from what I seen, they didn't in either class. And I hate that because I thought they were really good guitars. So y'all guys be good. We'll see y'all on the next one. And y'all think about my ideas for the rule change. And like I said, thank you, Ben. Thank you, Crimson, for all the help, for making the contest and giving me a little stuff to work with in the future to make them better. And, you know, it was fun. So y'all keep on going. And I'm just telling you what my opinion is. Y'all can have your own opinion. You know how that is. It's like buttholes. Everybody's got one. Y'all be good.